guys, another review. This is a Indian market Kookaburra Ghost. This is a 450. I don't know exactly what grade it is. I think they actually class this as a grade 4. It's the same ghost shape that you would get here in Australia, I would say. Let's have a look at the specs. Got here a near 40mm edge, a toe 27, quite thick shoulders, 16.9, and spine height, I'll just get that, 65.5 spine height. As far as shape goes, you've got quite a, well, the spine peaks mid, the edge peaks mid-low, and it's quite offset. It's got a really pronounced amount of wood here down in that mid-low striking zone. As far as the grade goes, this one's got, I think, 12 or 13 grades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and a 14th. And there's actually no grain sheet on this one, so those are the actual grains. It's already had an oil. I've already started the knocking in process, so it's midway through. Comes with a genuine Kookaburra grip. It's got the tag in the bag, your hologram up there for the Kookaburra, all the usual stuff. As far as concaving goes, you got maybe 1 or 2 mils, so not a lot of wood taken out. The interesting thing with this bat is the weight saving measure. So they've taken some wood out there, but I mean, as you saw from that SS Moanali, they do that. And this particular one, bearing in mind it's had 2 oils, and because of the heartwood, it's gone quite dark here. I tend to give heartwood a little bit extra because it's quite brittle. And this weighs in at 2.88, so nearly 2.9, it'd be probably 2.93 scuffed. Bearing in mind I've already started the knock-in process. I don't know if you can actually see any. Yeah, it's at the start of it, so we'll give this a tap up. It's really right there as its hitting zone, which corresponds with the peak of the spine. I don't really understand the grading of this. In fact, I don't really understand the grading of Kookaburras at all at the moment. I mean, it's definitely a lower grade. You can see here the shabby. I mean, that's not normally their standard as far as putting stickers on, but it's all the right stickers. It's not a copy. Yeah, this one's got me perplexed. The press itself was quite on the soft side to begin with, and it's had quite a bit of knocking already to get it up to that point that you're hearing. Overall, I mean, it feels like a nice bat. Good size, round handle. Not too thick. Don't really like octopus grips anymore, but it's reasonable quality. I find with Kookaburra grips they split pretty easy. It's got some sort of marking here. Grade 450. Something written down here. P. Don't know what that means. So this one's obviously made in India, which the majority of the Kookaburras would be. Overall, it's quite a nice blade. Don't know what the owner paid for it, but I don't think it was actually too much. Definitely not what you'd pay in the shops here, but go back to that thing, if you buy from India, what happens to your warranty? You know, you're sacrificing something. If this thing, if the handle falls out or it splits down the shoulder or something like that, you've got really no comeback. There's quite a bow there, as you can see. Yeah, it very much reminds me of another bat which I'll bring into shop. This is a Maxxum Select. I've reviewed one of these before. The one I had before was simply stunning as far as wood. This one's got a lot of spec on it, but it's still got 8 grains. I'm not actually going to be doing a review on this particular bat. I'm just bringing it into shop. It is actually available. If you want it, contact me. This particular one, both are made in the same factory. So this one weighs in at 2.91. It's had a bit more oiling. It's pretty much finished its knock-in, but the shapes on these bats, if you can see that, they're very similar. Big long middles. Spine probably peaks a little bit lower on this one, but a big offset on the spine to shoulder. Width of the bats is fairly similar. Actually, this one's a little bit narrower, isn't it? I've done the rounding on this one, so yeah, 106. This particular one has much bigger edges. So it's 43mm edge compared to 40, and the toe on this one's 27, shoulder around 16. Very similar sorts of bats. You could argue the Kookaburra Ghost has a lot more wood up top in the shoulder. The SG has a lot more wood going on here. Much more wood right in the middle, but overall very similar bats. I'm going to tap this one up. This one's got a bit of a blemish running right through the hitting area here. That's in the middle, nearly finished its knocking. Do this one again. Very similar hitting areas. Just different sort of grading and thing. You'd find that Kookaburra tend to go for very white willow with not a lot of blemish in it. This one will go quite well. Alright, I'm going to turn around and I'm actually going to bounce the ball on both of them, just so I can do the review of both of them and be done. Once again, the full piece. So for a 2.8 bat, it's going quite nicely. The Dukes. And a few little seam marks. So it still needs a little bit more. But overall, quite a nice bat. And as far as pickup goes, so the dead weight on this was 2.87, and on my new contraption I've actually done the weights on this. It's already on the spreadsheet actually that I put up, but I'm going to do it one more time. It's a bit of a pain because I've got to try and line it up so it always hits in the middle. So 211.5. It's actually got a very light pickup, the Ghost, compared to its dead weight. Very comparable to the Beluga, but obviously more traditionally shaped and not as big a hitting area. But yeah, overall I think they're quite a light pickup, the Kookaburras. So that's the Ghost. Now I'm going to bounce the 4-piece on the Maxxum. So this one's for sale, contact me. I'm not putting a price on the thing, but it's going to be cheap. The Duke's obviously quite harder. And this one, being a grade 3, will need a little bit more playing, but she's pretty much ready to go. A few little areas I've got to go over, but as far as ping goes, it's quite good. I mean, it's got a huge edge, so that's what you're really into. And as far as spine height goes, it's identical to the Ghost. It's 65mm with very little wood taken out. So there you go, that's the SG Maxxum Select and the Kookaburra Ghost. Pretty much made in the same factory, probably different quality standards. And very, very similar shapes. Not the same, just similar. And very similar weights. Thanks very much.